Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone, wherever you are, live or on the replay, and welcome to our Power the Patch presentation, where we're going to be discussing a patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. I'm Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana. You can see the northern lights up behind me from just a few days ago. And before we get started with the presentation, I just want to, make a couple of statements. I think one thing we can all agree with is health is our greatest wealth. And sadly enough, when people lose their health, they typically lose their wealth also. And one other thing I think we can all agree on is that the symptoms of aging and disease are not fun. We love the vibrancy of our youth and we want to keep it as long as possible. And what we found out scientifically and experientially speaking is the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's because as we age, there's a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. And by age 30, they've decreased by approximately 50%. And by the time we're 60, only a small percentage remains. And that's not good news. So, but remember, when you were younger, how you could work all day, party all night, and get up the next day and do it again? Well, you'll find as you start aging, that resiliency just seems to slip away. So let me share with you a personal awareness I came through a number of years ago. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older: younger. Can any of you relate to that? No matter how old you are, we just love the days of our youth. So let me ask you two personal questions. Number one, if you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? Think about that. What's one thing you'd like to change in your health or maybe someone you really genuinely care for? And number two, what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? Might possibly be significant. And let me just start out by saying LifeWave products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. However, they do help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things can then start happening. So what if there an affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging, where you could look, feel, and live younger longer? Would that be of interest to you? It certainly was to me when I heard about LifeWave, and we've got good news because LifeWave's X39 technology is a historic breakthrough in wellness technology. It's a new patented wearable form in patch technology. It's affordable, it's safe, it's non-invasive and drug-free, and it's a unique form of phototherapy, which uses specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness. Nothing's going into your body but a frequency of light, which is supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So how does this amazing technology work? I'm going to play for you a little short 2-minute video that will visually, explain it a little bit better than maybe I can.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, A number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long. Live well.
Well, live long, live well. Let's talk a little bit more about that. And I'm just going to reiterate the power of the patch and how our patch technology works. It's based on a science of photobiomodulation, and LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals, no drugs. And when applied to or near the body, they're activated by the infrared light from our body, the light from our body, the heat from our body, and then they begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light, which stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. This is the basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. So let me just share a good way to understand this and maybe to explain it to others. And we call this the sun story, because we all know that when we go out in the sun, our body makes vitamin D. That's because a very specific frequency of light from the sun causes our body to do that. We're not getting a vitamin C download from the sun. We're getting a light frequency download, and our body manufactures vitamin D. Another frequency causes our body to make melanin, the chemical that gives us a suntan. Well, LifeWave's patent technology is based on the same rock-solid, widely recognized scientific principle. So let's talk just briefly about LifeWave as a company. It's a 20-year-old pioneer in wellness technologies. This amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by our founder and CEO, David Schmidt, to be used exclusively by U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, performance without drug stimulants or caffeine. In 2004, David Schmidt founded LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. And by 2010, LifeWave expanded to establish a 90,000 square foot manufacturing and international distribution customer service facility in Ireland. And I'm happy to tell you in 2024, where our new global headquarters is in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we currently have distribution over 80 countries with 15 global distribution centers. Now, let's talk briefly about our visionary founder and CEO, David Schmidt. And David is not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's a genius inventor with over 135 patents and patent pendings. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 20 years when he developed the original product for the Navy SEALs. And since then, he's already conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. And many more studies are always in the works because this is a very science-based company, and all of our products are rigorously tested and clinically proven before they're released to market. Now, our focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And LifeWave, several years ago, launched to the world market the X39, which many are calling the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. This truly is a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology, because we're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. And that is, when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, X39 has actually been proven to activate specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity, while also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. So yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies and field results proving that X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And the proof is in our patent, which says registered with the U.S. Patent Office, that X39 produces beneficial effects to a human body, such as activation of stem cells, also increasing copper peptide in a subject's body. And so this is truly a breakthrough technology, a one-of-a-kind technology with worldwide exclusivity. So let's talk about some of the benefits you might experience if you choose to try the X39. And number one is more energy. And truly, energy is the currency of life. And using X39 daily leads to an increase in cellular energy. And this might be noticeable to you from the very first day. You may feel less fatigued and more energetic. Another important aspect of the benefits is better sleep. And using X39 daily leads to an improvement into quality of sleep. And most people report that their sleep is deeper and longer, higher quality, higher quantity, and better health as a result. And what about sports performance? Using X39 improves both sports performance and recovery after exercise. And some X39 users over the age of 50 have reported feeling stronger and more fit than they were back in their 20s and 30s. And this is not just casual users. I'm happy to tell you LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. Certainly the media has begun to notice. You know what? You might too, if you look carefully at some of your favorite athletes and Olympians and you see these auspicious little white patches on their bodies, and that's LifeWave. So what about pain relief? Most people notice a reduction in pain with relief within minutes of application. And certainly the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. Another is brain health. And many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. We have laboratory tests proving the cumulative benefits of X39 on brain health. And how about wound healing? X39 helps support the natural wound healing process. And so many people report that, you know, their owies and injuries and sometimes surgical, wounds will heal in a fraction of the time, usually about 50% faster healing. So look at these results. The gentleman on the left, after 8 weeks, look at the difference in his skin. And more than that, look at the difference in his eyes, just a light in his eyes, because a lot of people report just feeling more conscious and feeling better about themselves. And the second one, you know, this woman after day 1, day 30, and 4.5 months after using X39, look at the difference of the lines around her mouth and lips. And how about in the bottom left corner, this 6-year-old's fingertip was severed in a doorway, and the parents took him to the doctor to the ER room. The doctor says, that's never going to grow back on. They brought the finger, put it on ice, and wanted to have it reattached. The doctor says it'll never grow back. It's just going to die. They pleaded with the doctor, and he reattached it. And look at what happened within 8 weeks after using the X39 daily. Look at that little lad, that 6-year-old, is going to have a normal finger for the rest of his life, God willing. And up in the upper right-hand corner, this gentleman fell through the attic and, broke 6 ribs and punctured his lung. He was in extreme pain, needless to say. Doctor said expected recovery 6 weeks, and he was back to work in 3 weeks. And look at from June 17th, that's when the accident happened, to June 30th, that's 13 days, 2 weeks later. What a miraculous difference. What a miraculous difference. And how about X39 speeds up recovery after radiation treatments? And here's a lady, you can see her on June 6, 2021. She had a radiation therapy on her face. She wasn't looking too good on June 10th. And June 17th, she was starting to look better. June 23rd, significant healing. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath, but look at her on June 30th. That's like 3 weeks later, a little over 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, excuse me. She just looks amazing. So great things can happen with this great product. And how about wrinkle reduction? We encourage people to take pictures before being on X39, and then and this is noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. Unlike the pain and energy, which might be immediate, wrinkle reduction takes a little longer, but fine lines and wrinkles, almost always are noticeably different. And that's where we get these great before and after pictures. Maybe one of them will be you. So, in scar reduction, a lot of people say that the scars they've had for years and even decades are reducing and sometimes completely going away. And this is a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. So again, with your scars, take before and after pictures. It takes a little longer for the scars than it does for wrinkles and other things, but it happens. And how about hair growth? We have lots of anecdotal reports from many users that have experienced an increase in the quality, quantity, color, and speed of their hair growth. So keep a track on that. As the old saying goes, only your hairdresser will know. No, you'll know too, but your hairdresser will. And in conclusion, just youth renewal. The result of using X39 is just a better, healthier, more vibrant you to run and play with your children and grandchildren and just enjoying the vitality. Age is a feeling, not a number. And we're going to help you turn that feeling back to feeling younger. So I'm going to play for you just a short little 2-minute video so you can hear what some people are saying about X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Well, so that's what people are saying. Now I'd like you to hear what some of the doctors are saying. We have many health practitioners, doctors using Lifeway products in their practice. And I'm going to bow out as I introduce my beloved wife, Robin, and she's going to introduce a very special medical doctor that's been very successfully using our patches for a number of years, personally and professionally in her practice.
Thank you, Gregory. That was wonderful. It is my joy and pleasure to introduce Dr. Pam Lewin. Dr. Pam is an embodiment of ageless living. Look at that face. Her next birthday in August is 80 years young. And she's out there she started playing pickleball a few years ago. She's going to share a little story about that. A little bit about Dr. Pam's history. She was born, oh, you can stay on, hun. She was born in Jamaica, has this wonderful accent, and came to the U.S. pretty young, starting her practice in family practice. I just saw that you were at Cook County. That's quite a place to do your intern, your residency, but board certified in family practice and also in and she's totally enamored with the concept of healthy aging. She also studied anti-aging and wellness, and she's an author of 2 books. She's a mother of 2, and she has 6 amazing grandchildren. She's also a missionary. She's a woman of great service. She has a huge heart, and she also co-founded, she's traveled all over the world doing service work, but co-founded a clinic in Florida to serve the underserved medically. And she is absolutely an inspiration. Whoops, that extra noises, an inspiration of agelessness. So Dr. Pam, welcome.
Robin, thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
I love having you. And, as an MD, What is it that got you interested in checking out LifeWave and then becoming so enthusiastic about it?
Well, yeah, I've been in medicine these 50 plus years.
Whoa.
And for the first time at last, I have found something that I can have confidence in that is going to help my patients, give them many good benefits. You heard what Gregory was saying about all the benefits that you can derive from wearing these patches with no side effects, with nothing to worry about. You don't have to give them that long spiel, you know, how when you hear the advertisements on the radio or on the TV, you know, it can make your kidneys stop working, your heart may go to the, but ask your doctor if this is good for you. This is good for you, and you don't have to worry about it. And I've always been interested in healthy aging, as you said, and I was with another company before meeting up with the people with LifeWave. And so that company left us behind, and we were looking for another company that would support our bodies in the way that we had grown accustomed to. And so when Connie Lucas came to me and said, "You've got to look at this," I said, okay, because I trusted her. And, you know, Connie's been successful in other areas as well. And so when I saw what it contained, just a sticker that you wear that brings out all these effects, I said, I've found the Holy Grail. This is it, you know, this is what I can use on my patients without them having to worry about, except for the fact that Medicare and Medicaid don't pay for these things. You have to buy them yourselves, but I think they're well worth it.
Yes, absolutely. And so, um, before we talk a little bit more, how about if you share a story about what's happened to you in your pickleball adventure?
Oh yeah, I played pickleball, and one day I was playing and all I heard was a little sound, and I had ruptured a muscle in my leg. My plantaris muscle had gone from my knee all the way down to my Achilles tendon. And when I had the MRI that diagnosed it, I mean, I thought that was what it was immediately, but when we saw the MRI, I had a hematoma, which is a collection of blood where the muscle had been, 3 by 4 by 15 centimeters long. And all I used during the recovery period was a set of my patches, not just the X39. I used X49, Eon, Ice Wave, and elevated my leg and put some ice on it. But normally they say you can't go back until about 4 to 6 weeks, but in 3 weeks I was ready to go. But to err on the side of caution, I stayed away for about that length of time and was back to playing without any problem. And I haven't had any problems since. So right now I play 1 day a week only, but you know, ask Dr. Dennis and Miss Patty how we did in Houston. We went out and played some games and it was fantastic. So I really enjoy playing that, and I really enjoy the mobility that I have. Initially, I had this problem with my neck. Every time I turn my neck, you know, in driving, you sort of had to do the number where you move the whole torso to look over your shoulder. And when I move my neck, you'd hear, you know, like all the grating in the neck. Now I do that and I'm not even aware I'm doing it. Same thing with my shoulder. I would move my shoulder. I'd fallen one time. I ran outside to chase a squirrel and went flying and dropped on my side, hurt my shoulder. And every time I moved it, I would hear snap. Even my husband heard it one day when I was close to him. No, my shoulder moves. I don't have any problem with it, and it's wonderful. So these are like our rescue patches, you know, it's like the EMT and EMS when you have an accident. They come along and they take care of what's wrong. Basically, you think about when there's a wreck on the road and the ambulance is coming, sometimes there's a lot of blockage in between though, which is like inflammation in our bodies, where there's the traffic there and it has everything you need to fix you, but it's not able to get through. So we have to deal with some inflammation sometimes. We have to deal with doing other things. And I was thinking about the fact that we have this wellness product, but there are forces out there that don't want us to be able to say that we have stem cell activation. But I thought if we had we use the letters that make the word stem cells, we can think about that without actually having to use it. So here we go. S stands for support. And I'm not just talking about a handout or a hand up. I'm talking about the foundational support. Think of a skyscraper, all the girders, all the big, the steel and the blocks and so on. That kind of support. These are the building blocks. They made us, they can fix us, they can repair us, they can regenerate us. Next one is T for timely, STEM. Timely. Everything about our body has to do with time. We talk about circadian rhythms. We talk about days, weeks, months, seasons, years. There's a time for us to wear the patches as well. We say wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. The reason for this is we don't want our bodies to get too accustomed to that light that's coming out of our skin and that the signal that's telling us to repair. Next one is energy. Not just the energy that you can measure, like when you do an EKG, you know how you can hook yourself up with these wires and make a tracing from the energy in your body. This has to do also with the energy when you eat, and you want to put some good raw materials into your body and do some making of your mitochondria, converting that into energy. And then movement of energy through the body. We want energy to keep moving, because we realize that sometimes when that gets blocked, we are in pain or we suffer some dis-ease or something, but we don't try to talk about dis-eases because we're doing it much more foundationally than that. Stem cells help you at the cellular level and they fix whatever is wrong with you, not just your blood pressure problem or your blood sugar problem or anything like that. So that's for stem cells. You got to use it consistently. They say for every 10 years of age that you have, for every decade of your life, expect to use it for about a month for each one of those. Like if you're 70, 7 months before you can really say either you've got results or you haven't got results. Prepare to use it for that long. Eating again. We want to be sure that our diet has foods that are not inflammatory, that are not going to hurt us in any way, foods that are going to grow, foods that grow naturally, as close to the way that they are made, more plants, basically, and avoid too much sugar. Then light. We know that this is a light technology. We emit light, we respond to light, and we are able to say the light affects us in many different ways. Even on, like on a gloomy day, how you feel kind of down. And on a bright sunny day, you want to go to the beach. You feel like you want to get up and do things. Liquids, the next L stands for liquids, and that has to do with water. People drink tea and coffee and sodas and things like that. Those are giving you some water, but the best refreshment, replacement for your hydration is actually water. And you want to, the formula is 1/2 of your body weight in ounces of water a day. So you should be getting plenty of water because your cells talk to each other by means of water, and the energy moves by means of the anions and cations moving in the liquids in your body. And lack of water can result in like sunken eyes, skin wrinkles, constipation, joint aches, things like that. And by the time you actually get thirsty, you're really dehydrated. You don't want to wait until you get thirsty. You want to start drinking and sipping as you go along. Here's to that. And the last S is the systems and the strength, mind, body, spirit. You want to support these as well. You want to stay focused and meditate, and you want to be able to do your exercises and make sure your body is in good shape and keep your mind strong as well. So I'm really very, very excited about the fact that here we have some technology that we can use on a daily basis that actually resets our genes to a younger and healthier state. For every 6 weeks of use, they say your cells are set back 8 weeks. So it's kind of like a day and a half for every day you use it, which is wonderful, and then because it doesn't have any side effects, the only sort of contraindication or any kind of concern you might have is if there is someone who has recently had a transplant and they are using anti-rejection medication, which cuts down on your immunity, but this supports your immune cells. So you really want to not fight against what you're trying to achieve here.
Okay, Dr. Pam,
you can use it.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
You covered a lot in a short period of time. That was
I did. I was hoping to try and get it all done in 7 minutes.
You did. So
Crammed a lot in there. Thank you, Dr. Pam.
Yeah, you did great. So they're safe, they're natural, they're affordable, but most importantly, they're life-changing and they work.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
all the things about them.
So wonderful. So we're going to turn things back to Gregory to finish things up. So thanks so much.
Sure.
I want to be like you, Dr. Pam, when I grow up.
Me too.
Oh, come on. I want to be like you. We're Mutual Admiration Society. Let's just say that.
Thank you. Okay, well, thanks everybody. And we're going to shift gears a little bit. And thanks for listening in for this first part now. I want to talk just briefly about the Lifeway business opportunity. We have a sharing and caring business that has grown 20x over the last 5 years. When Robin and I first started in the latter part of 2018, the company only did about 23 million that year. And last year in 2023, 5 years later, the company did over 400 million in sales, largely because of the launch of the X39. So let's talk just briefly about the Lifeway business opportunity. It's a great plan B in the gig economy where we now are, where you can get paid for sharing. You can create a part-time or full-time income with our patented exclusive breakthrough one-of-a-kind products with no competition. And that to me is really exciting. We have a simple duplicatable success system so you can do it too. We have free websites, training and support. It's a very low cost of entry and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives. So Robin and I just love that about LifeWave. So, there's 5 ways to earn with LifeWave. In addition to being a rock solid, debt-free 20-year-old company doing business in over 80 countries, LifeWave has developed a really solid balance and well-structured compensation or hybrid binary pay plan that generously rewards us 5 different ways. Number 1, we can earn 20 to 33% customer bonus when we sign up customers. And, a lot of people just want to use the products and we love customers. You can also earn a 15 to 31% product introduction bonus when you enroll new brand partners and they choose one of our starter packs or upgrade from one starter pack to the next. There's also, you can earn a $50 binary cycle pay bonus on infinite volume down to 2 legs of business that you build. We also have an exciting 20 to 25% matching bonus on people you personally sponsor, people they personally sponsor, and people they personally sponsor, which for many people in the long term becomes the most significant part of our compensation plan. And then we have exciting trips, contests, and special bonuses. And in just about a month from now, Robin and I are going on an all-expense trip to Bora Bora as a reward from the company. And we love traveling with our LifeWave family and partners. So there's 3 ways to get started in LifeWave. Number 1 is to be a retail customer, and a month's supply of X39 is $149.95, $149.95 for a 1-month supply. And you can see off to the right the typical benefits that people receive in pain relief, in reduced inflammation, wound healing, energy, mental clarity, sports performance, and faster recovery from exercise. So really encourage you to give it a try. The second way is to become a preferred customer, and you get a 33% discount. And one of our leaders, Connie Lucas, says, friends don't let friends buy retail. So if someone wants to try it, they can become a preferred customer. And all that requires is that they enroll in our monthly auto ship subscription. And the good news is there's no long-term commitment. They could sign up as a preferred customer and they could cancel tomorrow, next month, or next year. Most people don't cancel because they start getting results, pretty darn quick. For some people, it's the first day, some it's the first week, some it's the first month, but the product starts working whether you feel it or not from that very first day. And I'm happy to say all of this is available with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's 2 ways to get started as a customer or preferred customer. What we think is the best way to get started is as a brand partner, where you can get paid for sharing, you can earn a part-time or full-time income, and earn generous personal and team rewards. Personal rewards for people you enroll, team rewards for overriding, teams. And I remember J. Paul Getty, I think, said many years ago, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% of myself. So, and that's the basis of our sharing compensation plan. You can get paid weekly. We have 5 brand partner starter kits available, and this all happens with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So real quickly, I'd just like to share those 5 starter kits with you to choose from. The first is our $125 bronze kit, which comes with 1 sleeve of X39 at wholesale, the $99.95, plus our $25 membership fee. The second is a silver. It comes with 3 sleeves of X39, and we waive the $25 membership fee. So there's a $25 saving off of wholesale with the silver. The next is a gold, and you get 5 sleeves. So you're getting $500 worth of X39 plus one of our other products and the $25 membership fee being waived. That's like another $100 value. So you're getting about $600 worth of value for $500. It gets even better with our platinum kit, where you get, for $9.99, you get 12 sleeves of X39. So that's $1,200 at wholesale price. Plus, we waive the $25 membership fee. And the best way to get started for people that are really serious, experienced, and many times health practitioners, people that are going to, be very active in sharing, will start with our diamond kit for $15.99. That has 19 sleeves or $1,900 worth of X39, lots of sales material, and we waive the membership fee. So you're getting about $2,000 worth of value, or a $400 discount for only $15.99. And you can substitute 2 sleeves of any of our other products except X49, which is our other stem cell patch, can be substituted for each sleeve of X39. And I'm happy to say this also comes with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So for many people, LifeWave is an answer to a prayer. And I know for Robin and I, it certainly has been. When our friend Kai Jacobson called us 5.5 years ago, Robin was on the verge of getting a $12,500 stem cell injection in her bone-on-bone knee. And 7 days after trying the X39, she was pain-free, okay? So it was really a godsend for us then. It's been a godsend ever since. Every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we wake up and we pinch ourselves because we know we're going to hear more miracle stories. Every day we know we're enhancing and changing the lives of people around the world. And every day we're enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial freedom that LifeWave provides us and so many other people around the world. So, what are the next steps? Well, the first step is I just want to say thank you for hanging in here with us today and going through this with us. And I'd like to suggest you get back with the person who invited you and get your questions answered. Commit to try X39 and get your risk-free 30-day guarantee. You've got nothing to lose and your health to gain. And you too can enjoy enhanced quality of life and change the trajectory of your aging and maybe your finances too. And we invite you to share the good news about X39 and join our global wellness community. So with that being said, we're going to close out. Gregory Muscari up here in Bozeman, Montana. Welcome to the Power of the Patch, and please get back with the person that invited you. So thank you everyone for joining us, and this officially brings our call to a close. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.